Welcome back. Summer right around the corner. Americans are itching to get started on their travel plans. New data from Virtuoso shows the latest trends include more bookings to cooler climate countries to escape the sweltering heat. Joining me now is a Vice President of Global Public Relations at Virtuoso. Misty Bells is back with us. Misty, great to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for being here. Break down some of the travel trends for us. Where are people booking?
Well, we're seeing a lot of interest in Europe, as we always do, but this time we're seeing them go to Northern Europe. Don't get me wrong, people still love Western Europe, and they're still going to Paris for the Olympics, but we're seeing much more demand for places like Scandinavia, which is up 77% over last summer. We're seeing Sweden up 145% over last summer, Denmark, the Netherlands. So we're seeing people wanting to escape the heat waves that they experienced last summer.
Interesting to see those spikes in travel plans when, in fact, inflation has been an issue, Mike.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, as somebody who travels a lot, you see the airline price tickets all over the place, hotels all over the place. What are you guys seeing in terms of cost to travel? Has that flatlined? Is it just in pockets way more expensive? I mean, what's...
Well, as always, travel is based on demand, and we're seeing that the demand going into the summer is still extremely strong. Now, we aren't seeing the rates spiking as much during the summer, with the exception of Paris Olympics, because the rates were so expensive last year. So they're really about on par with where they were last summer. But overall, everything else is more expensive. So you are seeing a lot of fluctuations in air. Airfares are quite high. Hotel rates are quite high. But then the cost on the ground is as well. But it's not deterring people from traveling. And that's the important piece, is that they may be willing to let go of luxury goods, other things, but they are not letting go of their luxury experiences.
Virtuoso is also seeing some new trends in the cruise industry, right? More than half of advisors say that cruising will emerge as the strongest tourism sector for the year and next year. And you're seeing a shift in demographics there.
We are. We're seeing that cruising is no longer sort of that baby boomer, mature retiree type clientele. We're starting to see much more demand amongst millennials and even Gen Z. You're starting to see more solo female travelers cruising as well, which is an interesting dynamic. And then we're also seeing much more family cruising and multi-generational family cruising too.
Adam, I guess services is one of the things that people are increasing. Rather than buying a lot of stuff, they're taking trips, they're doing services.
Well, and that's because people are employed. I mean, we have the most number of people ever making the highest gross adjusted income ever, and they're spending that money, which is why the economy continues to move ahead and why earnings are strong. I'm just curious to ask, actually, I've never gone on a cruise, and I've always thought, I don't want to just sit on a boat and get bored. Are these cruises that are making different stops so you can have little adventures along the way?
Well, cruising has changed incredibly since that perception. And really, the beautiful thing about cruising is that there is a line or an itinerary for any type of traveler at this point. So if you want to be more active and you want to see more ports of call, you can do that. One of the trends that we're really seeing, too, is that ships are staying in the port longer, more days there, so that you really have a chance to experience the destination as opposed to sort of waving at it as you float on by.
So today is Global Travel Advisor Day. Tell us about travel advisors and what role they're playing.
Well, travel advisors are incredibly important to the travel landscape. They're responsible for over $100 billion worth of travel sales every year. Virtuoso alone represents about $35 billion of those sales. So they're incredibly important from an economic standpoint, but also the services that they provide their clients, advice, access.
Nice to have that know-how, for sure,
yes,
when booking the trip. Misty, great to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Misty Bells, Virtuoso. We'll be right back. You're watching Mornings with Maria, live on Fox Business.